Today's a beautiful day like yesterday. I'm going to try to do a causal analysis why my horse spooked with that fly bonnet. But I just want to do some background information. It was in the middle of the day when deer are not out. And I proceeded to mount it down this hill. And I proceeded counterclockwise around this pond, the front pond. Let me blow it up. And then I counterclockwise, there's a field in front of that brush there. You can't see it from here. Then I went back up the hill. And then I went down the hill, back in front of the pond again by the road. And I turned around and down at the bottom of the hill, that's where she spooked. Now, she did a no-step flinch spook. And then she did the hard bear to the left, jump to the left, and I don't think anybody could have stayed on. Maybe if you had really, tighter legs, but that's when I fell down. And the neighbor came like literally seconds after I was on the ground, like I was on the ground catching my breath, and he drove by and he saw the bright orange quarter sheet I had on. So I'm going to go in the barn and try to figure out what happened. So this is not the bonnet that I was using. This is another one that, from New Zealand that I brought over. But you can see there's nothing to hold this on. And actually in the last riding video I did, it actually came off in the woods while I was riding her. It was on film. So I'm just going to see how far down it comes in the front. And I'm never going to use this again. It's made out of a heavy crochet. Now you put the brow band on and there's nothing to hold it on, and it just came clear off when I was riding. So this is horse size, and she's like a halfling cross. They come in different sizes, and I'm going to put the one that I was using on next. Okay, this is the one that I was using. This is horse size. And my neighbor who rescued me said that this was covering her right eye when he found her. And that's because she was shying to things to the right. So it makes sense. Now, while I'm at it, I bought this bridle here in America. And do you think that this bridle's too big for her and she can go to a cub size? And by the way, and while I'm doing this video, she has become snippy. Snipping when I girth her up, and she wasn't like that when I first bought her. I don't remember. And how do I stop the snippingness? Because it's getting to be bad. Anyways, going back to the ear mask, I'm going to let her graze outside because she had put her head down. You can see how far down it comes. The other one came up like this. This one's like really far down, and here's her eye right here. So I let her graze with the bridle on, and I can see it slipped over to the right. So my neighbor said he found it way over here covering her right eye. And on the bridle, my New Zealand bridle was a horse size, and it fit flat against her forehead, so I bought an HDR bridle, and it seems that the brow band is too big. Obviously, I can't use this cute little fly mask for her. I'm never going to use it again, never going to risk it. I think it's sitting too low over her face. I think this is the problem. Anyways, I'm not going to use these things anymore. And the reason why I bought it is obvious. I want the hunters to see me. I wonder if there's a way to fix it, to shorten it. I don't know. Anyways, they come in different sizes. They come in like cob size, horse size, and extra large for bigger horses, and this is a horse size. And then her ears, the tip of her ears right here. I always thought that it fit her. I just think it comes down too low in the front. Here's my hard hat. The pom-pom fell off. I just found that out. So I fell on my head. Well, I fell on my back and my head, and this hard hat is really old. I had it in New Zealand, and it was getting loose on my head. Technically, you're not supposed to use them after you've had a fall, but I don't see a crack here. But there could be something inside of it. And these are not cheap. They're hundreds of dollars. I have another newer one. This is the one that I used to use in dressage in New Zealand. See, even it's got the New Zealand tag on it. So I pulled it a little bit more forward on her face. And you can see it's obscuring her eye already. This is what happened. This is why she was spooking. And they don't have the same vision as us, and they can't see. They're going to spook. This is why she was acting, is usually she's calm as. So he's something.